State of California versus Raymond Raines. Charge: first-degree murder. The courtroom was so still you could hear the scratch of a pen. Judd Holloway's gaze, sharp and tired, settled on the defendant, a man in a loose, dusty suit, his hair pulled back, a faint scar above his brow. He looked like he belonged under an overpass, not at the defense table. The bailiff leaned over to a deputy. That the homeless guy who killed the hedge fund CEO? Yeah, the deputy said, smirking. But get this, he claims is Raymond Raines. Muted laughter rippled through the gallery. Everyone knew that name. Raymond Raines, tech mogul, media ghost, vanished 5 years ago during an offshore storm. The man in court was a ghost of that myth. Until he spoke. Your Honor, his voice cut through the air, measured, steel-edged. I won't play a role in your circus. Gasps! The judge arched a brow. Careful, Mr. Raines, or whoever you are. This court doesn't mistake delusion for defiance. Raines leaned forward, eyes burning. You tolerate murderers more than the truth. Silence fell again, heavy and electric. Prosecutor Delancey stood, stylish, seasoned, and sharp as glass. Ladies and gentlemen, she said to the jury, this man is a liar, a vagrant, and a manipulator who found a dead body and built a fairy tale around it. Raines watched her, calm, unreadable. Beside him, Marcus Quinn, his nervous young public defender, shifted. New to trial law, Marcus had seen just enough to doubt everything, including the official story. Raines spoke Latin, sketched encryption algorithms on napkins. And the scar? It matched exactly where the real Raines was reportedly struck during the storm. One night, Marcus had asked, why fake your death? Because being alive was far more dangerous, Raines had said. Delancey circled back. You claim to be a billionaire, yet we found you behind a dumpster, bloody, with a victim's wallet. What were you doing there? Investigating, Raines replied, as in detective work. As in, the man you call a victim tried to have me killed. The courtroom shifted. Even Judge Holloway paused. So, you faked your death, lived on the streets, and now you say there's a conspiracy. That's exactly what I'm saying. He turned to the jury. I developed a quantum algorithm that could dismantle global encryption. I was told to bury it or die. I refused. They erased me. Delancey pressed. And who are they? Marcus stood, surprising himself. Your Honor, we request Exhibit 12. The judge sighed. Proceed. A video played. Grainy footage. Raines, disheveled, sprinting toward the crime scene. Another man walking away, polished, in a suit. The same man who claimed to find the body. That proves nothing, Delancey snapped. Or it proves Trevor Voss did it, Raines said. My former CFO. The man who gained controlling interest when I disappeared. Murmurs echoed. The judge struck the gavel. This isn't theater. No, Raines said, it's a reckoning. Marcus saw the shift. The jury now watched Raines not as a madman, but as a mystery. Then came the final cut. Check Voss's offshore accounts. Ask why the man who rescued me called a burner registered to my old lawyer, the same one who filed my death certificate 2 days later. Delancey froze. That was sealed. Raines smiled. Exactly. By someone who didn't expect me to survive. Outside, the rain had stopped. The air hung with tension. Reporters swarmed the steps. A black SUV screeched up. Brakes screamed. 2 men in black suits approached fast. Mr. Raines, one said, you need to come with us. Marcus stepped forward. Under whose authority? Let's not make this messy. Raines turned to Marcus, slipped a small USB into his hand. If I disappear again, he said quietly, blow it all open. Before Marcus could speak, Raines was gone. The SUV vanished into the gray mist. Back in his apartment, Marcus inserted the USB into a clean laptop. A file opened. Project Saltline, root access. Audio file 7B. He clicked. Trevor Voss's voice. If the board finds out about the algorithm leak, pin it on Raines. If he talks, bury him. Another voice. And the kill order? Scheduled. Make it look like an accident. Marcus sat frozen. This wasn't just conspiracy. It was corporate execution. A knock at the door. LAPD. Open up. He hid the drive in the floorboards. Opened the door. A badge. A search warrant. They combed the apartment. One officer's eyes moved too fast. Not lapped. They left without the drive, but left behind a card. Cassandra Vale. No number. Just a name. At a black site, Raines sat blooded and bound. A voice. We thought you were smarter. Raines. Didn't expect you to be Voss's lapdog. Harlan. You were supposed to stay dead. Problem is, dead men don't bury the truth. A blow to the gut. Raines gasped but smiled. Time was ticking. Marcus had the drive, and Raines had left trails. Hidden graffiti, GPS hashes, coded messages. One word, scratched into the wall. Remember. A signal, picked up by someone still watching. In the desert, Marcus reached the old satellite farm. Dust. Silence. He wasn't alone. Give me the drive, said the agent in mirrored glasses. It's already in motion, Marcus said. A gun. A shot. Not from the agent. He fell. From the ridge, a woman emerged. The one from the bus. You're Eleanor Vale, Marcus breathed. Cassandra's sister, she corrected. He chose you. Let's wake the world. Inside, the server hummed. She typed a password. Remember. Saltline. Final node ready. The algorithm lit up, tracing shell companies, laundering backdoor deals. Outside, SUVs approached. Fast. Eleanor locked and loaded. Restore. You launch. Marcus hit deploy. The algorithm ignited, spreading across the net. Screens blink worldwide. Documents, audio logs, names. Voss. Cassandra. Government contracts. Kill orders. Truth spread like fire. 1 week later, Voss arrested. Cassandra missing. Harlan dead. Raines walked to Lisbon Street. Anonymous. Free. A cafe TV played. Largest class action lawsuit in history. Marcus joined him. Argentina too warm, he joked. We rebuild. Smarter. Cleaner, Raines said. And we remember who we're up against. Marcus handed him a backup USB. You're learning, Raines said. Across the street, Eleanor held up a newspaper. The system is exposed. Who builds the next one? She vanished into the crowd.